and Julian will tell about backoffice.plus. And today we have a talk which is called One Engine Multiple Faces, a fixed bug of Camunda 7 compatible frontends. So let's start from the basics. What are Camunda 7 web apps? Basically, these are three components, which are admin, cockpit, and tasklist. In admin, you can manage users. Cockpit is for monitoring and management of business processes, and tasklist is for user management. This set of tools is ready to use. It's free, but there is a huge drawback here. That's like the engine itself, it is unsupported. And at some point in time, at some Java update, it can stop working. What are alternatives here? So we have Operaton Web Apps, backoffice.plus, and Flowset. Let's dive a bit deeper here. First one is Operaton Web Apps. It is the same list of tools for process developers, containing as well cockpit, tasklist, and admin. And I'm pretty sure that guys will deliver wonderful web apps, but it will be in 2026, and surely they will be open source and supported properly. The next option is backoffice.plus, and it's a complete solution for process teams and end users, and Julian will tell about it just in a minute. And the next option is Flowset, and it contains of three tools. The first one is Control, which is a successor of Camunda Cockpit. It is for management of business processes. The next one is Tasklist, which has the same name obviously. And the third one is Studio. So what about those options? They are supported, they are free, and two of them, Control and Tasklist, are open source. And what's more, they have enterprise features. The only drawback here that we are rolling out those enterprise features, so we couldn't call it a process mining tool yet, but we are going to do it next year. So let's dive a bit deeper into this tool chain. I'll tell you in more detail what are those applications. So the first thing is Flowset Control, and it is for engine monitoring. It is the application built from scratch. As you can see here, there is a BPMN diagram. We also support DMN, and you can basically manage those processes running in the engine and do some actions with process instances and etc. So the next one is the incidents management. So here is a view where you can see that on the first activity there is an incident. So it's another view to not only see the list of incidents, but also related to the diagram itself. We also deliver a dashboard of the amount of process instances, of the amount of processes deployed to the engine. And let's move to a bit more advanced features like batch operations. For example, you can take any business process or business process instance and terminate it, activate or suspend, and make it as a bulk action with as many elements as you want. And of course, we have a deployment included. You can upload a BPMN diagram right to the control and deploy it to the engine. As I've said previously, we have a few enterprise features which are ready. For example, the first one is a heat map. You can see here how the token moves, the most common path of token in a visual, most obvious way. And the next one is a process instance modification. So what's here, you can take one activity and the second one, and move all the tokens from one activity to another. That is the first screen of the wizard for it. As you can see here, you choose the source activity and the target activity, and on the next step, it will tell you how many tokens are there, and you can either confirm it or decline. Moving to the next component of the Flowset ecosystem, it is a Flowset Tasklist. It is a React-based template application built from scratch as well. And basically it's about managing user tasks. So as you can see here, on the left side, there is a list of tasks. On the right side, there is one task opened. As well, we have a running business process from a list functionality. So there is a list of all the processes deployed on the engine right on the task list. So we can run it from the task list. Also, a simple dashboard about the completion of tasks, if there are any overdue tasks, for example. And moving to the third part of the ecosystem, it is Flowset Studio. Actually, it's not a web app, but it's our attempt to provide a modular which is developer friendly. So it is IntelliJ IDEA plugin, and it adds a functionality of modeling BPMN, DMN, and forms right in the IntelliJ IDEA. And as you can see here, it is a BPMN modular right in the IDEA. The next feature is built-in project generator. So in a couple of clicks, you can create an empty project which already contains Operaton instance in it. Moving forward, there is a code generation functionality as well. It makes it easier to create service tasks, user tasks, Java delegates, etc. And of course, we have a deployment. Studio connects to the engine, and you can deploy your processes right to the engine from your development environment. So summing up, what do we have right now? We have a Studio, which is free and available on the JetBrains plugin marketplace. We have Control and Tasklist, which are open source and available as well on the GitHub and on our website. And just shedding some light on our plans, there is another tool which is called Workspace, which is going to be delivered next year. And there we want to provide some features for non-developer people and to make an experience for process teams more seamless, more collaborative. And of course, all of that works with Operaton release 0.1, and you can create projects using Operaton. You can connect Operaton-Engine, and basically Operaton is a first-class citizen in our toolchain. Also, you can check those features which I've told about are just a few of them. You can take a look at our website. We have all those components listed there. And what you can do next after that talk, if I was convincing enough that Flowset is worth trying, there's a free version, as I said, and you can just go to the website flowset.io and go to the documentation and install it right away. And also, we have an early access program for those who want to try the enterprise features and be among the first users to try them. Please get in touch on our website as well. There is a form at the bottom of the main page. Just scroll down and enter your details and we will connect. And now I want to pass the word to Julian. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Julian, and today I was very brave actually, because I said we will do everything in a live demo on a device I don't own. So So let's see what happens, if it's going to explode or if he gets some insights. This is already looking good. Let's see if I can log in. Nice. So my presentation is actually in our product. And it's working. So I'm Julian, and I'm a contributor of Operaton. I think some guys already know me. I've done most of the backports from Camunda 7, and I'm always testing the bleeding edge releases that you don't get cut by us. And I'm actually writing the LinkedIn articles that I think the most of you are following. And today I'm very delighted that I can present what I'm actually working in my daytime job on, because it's deeply integrated with Operaton. So my commitment to Operaton is directly connected to my daytime job, because what I'm actually doing is creating a new company and a new product, which is named backoffice.plus, which happened to be also our domain name. So it's simply backoffice.plus. And what we are doing is, well, the problem is, if you've worked with small and medium businesses, you know it's always an IT chaos. Every department has its own disconnected tool. Approvals vanish into never-ending email change, time tracking, other services hides in yet another overpriced software as a service. You find documents like final_final2.pdf, and this mess slows everyone down. And our product tries to help these kind of customers, small and medium business customers. It's still under development. It will be generally available next year, but we are working together with some pilot customers and are already in production with them. And what is a backoffice plus in a nutshell? It's a document management system. You think like Nextcloud. It's a custom case management system that groups together files, processes, and tasks. And it's a task management system, a unified task list that works hand in hand with every other module. And it's completely standards compliant. It's built on open standards. And actually, we are quite invested in open source software in general, because like we scouted the best technology that is there to build a system like this. For example, for identity management, we use Keycloak. For frontend, we use Vue and Nuxt.js. For data management, we use Postgres. Yes, make photos. It's very, very good technology stack. And it's we use JSON schema to define our data. We use own cloud infinite scale for our file management. For events, we use cloud events. For event broker, we use NUTS. For schemas, we use JSON form. For forms, we use JSON forms. As an Office suite, we use only Office. For document understanding OCR, we're using Dockling, a very nice project with Olama, and we're running our own LLM models. And for container orchestration, we use Docker Compose. So let's talk more action. So how does it look like? We have created this DMS system. I have always looked on it the time. And for example, we have also integrated BPMN modeling in it. So you can model it and save it and have a version history of your models. And it's very easy to collaborate with your small and medium-sized businesses, because they can see it in their own back office system. And we have also implemented this for DMN tables. And what we've also did, we've implemented all this stuff for e-invoicing. Like, if you know it, you can get nowadays PDF files that have an embedded XML file. And then you need to have a viewer to see this file. And you have to validate it if it's actually valid, and you can process it. And we implemented all this stuff. And this is one of the core modules. And this is what you probably all know, connected with a task list. So you can have all these file views that I already showed to you into your task list. For example, we have this component that can show emails, and you can see the attachment of the emails. And what we've also implemented is that we can archive files, so for legal reason. And Yes, I think you all know what's what the task list looks like. What's kind of special for us, this is not custom code, it's JSON forms rendered. And I really want or it's one of my missions to get JSON forms more into Operaton because we really love JSON forms. And what we've also built is a custom case management solution. So what is a case? It's, for example, here, example case, inbound invoice processing. It's also all based on JSON forms. And what we're doing here, we have implemented a data structure that can keep together the processes and tasks that are associated with this case. For example, this process is driven by a BPMN process. We decided not to leverage CMMN for it, but build a custom case management solution. And then this process starts other processes that are doing stuff because it's actually very complicated inbound invoice processing if you want to do it right. And it's doing all kind of stuff. And then you have this DMS integration again, so you can look at your files, or you can even edit PDF files, like with the integrated PDF editor. And like, if you were for what reason ever you want to edit this PDF file, you can even do it here with our system, with our only Office integration. And yes, and I could talk for hours and hours what this product is and what it is not. But one other thing, it's actually compatible with Flowset. So let me see if the second demo is working too. Wonderful. So I've actually connected our backoffice.plus instance with the newest Flowset Control software. And this is more, our software is focused on the end users and the key users, and the Flowset Control software is more focused on the ops and developers. So you can stuff like when you have open incidents, you can, for example, do a batch retry with this software. Search for when, for example, your API is not running and you fix it, you can simply retry your retry your incidents here. Or you can, what you can't, didn't manage to do with the community edition, you can go through already completed processes and have a deep look into them. And it's only the beginning because they are actually committed to implement much more features into this, so that you have a really robust platform to do the BPM Ops with it. It was actually really easy. I could just with the Keycloak plugin, it's all based on the Keycloak plugin in Operaton. I could just create a long-living token and connect our backoffice.plus instance, and this just worked out of the box. And so we are already running out of time, so we wanted to keep the rest of the time. It's like 10 minutes left for Q&A, because we thought there will be many questions about these tools. And so yes, what are your questions for us? Yes.
I have a question. So I think yours product is probably less suitable with the Flowset product and maybe the other solution provided by Camunda. Which one should I use if I want to embed a topic-like feature in my own portal for my customers without branding and styling? Well, if the question is if I heard correctly about branding and style, you can take Flowset tools and rebrand it completely. Those are open source applications, so you are free to do anything with them.
Hi, Jan here. I wanted to ask about the backoffice.plus. So you're deploying that as on-premise for the customers, or are you hosting it also for them in the cloud with everything?
Yes, it's actually a platform as a service. It was specially designed for the customer to run it on their own infrastructure. So it was developed under this aspect. But we also run it or plan to run it as a platform as a service for the customer who don't have an own infrastructure. But it's like running in its own virtual machine, so the data is not mixed with other clients. This was one of the requirements of our pilot customer.
I actually have a question. Users or interested people who are interested in Operaton often ask, do you offer applications like Optimize? And how would you compare yeah, workspace or control to yeah, the enterprise features from Camunda?
As I said previously, we have a few of enterprise features already done, and we have plans to introduce a lot of them in the upcoming months. So comparing it to the new Camunda applications, we would like to take the best of two worlds. What we see people would like to do, like for example, those process modifications was not in Camunda cockpit, for example, as far as I know. But we heard a lot about people who are introducing their own solutions to make it. So we want to introduce those features from Operate and from Optimize, Optimize solutions. And yeah, we have quite a big plan. And I think we will publish it at some point. And it should be quite a comparable one. Right now, there are a few features, as I said previously, yeah, but in the future, maybe in a few months, upcoming months, it will be much more comparable.
I'm having a bit of trouble understanding primarily the objective of backoffice.plus. If I want to make a first step there for my objective, what would be the approach? Because now it looks for me like a toolbox with too much in there. So due to all those trees, I don't see the, what is it called, the boss anymore. Yeah.
It's basically for small and medium businesses that don't have a lot of infrastructure of their own. For example, like small businesses do not have a good DMS system. And so they get this all out of the box with our product. And it's actually, you can deactivate and activate modules. But like the core feature of the product is like when you use the DMS, the case management and the task management. And you can also plug in other modules there. And it's mostly for companies and small businesses that don't have this kind of technology. And they can then grow with it because it's based on open source. Like you can drive a one-person company with Keycloak, and you can drive a 20,000-person company with Keycloak. And the same can be done with BPMN. And this is the differentiation to another low-code platform, because it's actually built on open standards, and you can grow with the platform.
We do not have to extend that to the end if there are no questions.
Perhaps if we have some more time, we have also open sourced our JSON Forms editor, if you're interested into JSON Forms and want to play around with it. It's you can go through the examples, what you can do with JSON Forms, and it's like a drag and drop editor where you can, but it's in a very early stage, where and it's looking like it's based on JSON schema in the very hard, and then on top of it you define the UI schema of it. And because I really think we have to find a successor for the Camunda forms, which should be also open source and not another closed source form system. And so from our research, JSON Forms was one of the most sophisticated systems we found so far. So what we, it's all open source. You can see it on the JSON Forms.io website. but they didn't have a great tooling right now. So we have started, we open sourced it, and we're trying to convince other people that they are going to use JSON forms. And
I already see an application here because I showed the gravity forms there.
yeah,
In the Netherlands, there's also a big party involved with open forms, which is basically a solution developed in the Netherlands for also configuration of forms, but those have the Operaton configuration built in. I'm thinking of providing a JSON forms accompanied with the DMN I have published, and then a converter of that one into gravity forms and open forms, so you don't have to do anything there. So I will definitely get back to you.
okay, great. So yeah, that's actually it. So we have another 5 minutes if anyone wants to ask something, or can also show you more stuff, or we can just have a pause for 5 minutes. Would be also nice.
Next talk
Yeah.
then, and gain the pause after that talk.
So if you have any questions, just reach out to me or Igor.
Thank you.
Thank you.